Hello everyone. I am Steve's avatar. Steve wanted me to come on here and announce that his personal tarot readings from now, October 2022 through December 2022 are all half price. The price for a full personal tarot reading will be £20. That should be somewhere in the region of $23. The normal asking price has always been £40 for a reading, but for just over the Christmas period he is cutting all readings down to just £20. So if you had ever wanted a personal reading by me, now would be the time. And grab this deal while it's hot. This deal will end sometime during the last part of December 2022. All you have to do is email me at stephenabbott1976@googlemail.com. You can also find the email link in the description box below with all other links. You will need to send me an email and I will respond with all links and instructions.
Gemini, how you doing, me little Geminis? How are you, my eye? Something to do with your eyes or glasses, or someone has one eye, or they're just another Gemini, or like you're Gemini, or you're a Gemini Capricorn. But how you doing? So something to do, I have my eye on you. So someone constantly might be always like one eye, or just constantly like closing their eye, or just keeping their eye. I just keep hearing lie, Laura, Lucy, Lucifer, Linda, Belinda. But like I'm always, it's like trying to keep an eye on a child, like if they run off on the road or Rhodes Island. But like I'm always keeping my eye on someone, and like everywhere I go is this person constantly keeping an eye on what you do, where you go, what you say, what you, Jesus Christ, bruv. Is this person obsessed about you, Gemini? Like constant, or are you obsessed about someone? Like I've always got my eye on you, like everywhere you go. It's like having a 3-year-old child, okay, and like they can't do anything without my say so or my eye being on them. Okay, oh, it's a little bit creepy. So I don't know. Someone's constantly like keeping an eye on a person here. That's all I keep hearing. Like Percy, Baxter. Or Purcell, Pucci's still watching after 5 years. But like I'm always keeping my eye on you, like I spy with my little eye. Something to do with keeping my eye on you. Like eye on you, Natalie. But like I'm always keeping them. Someone is watching someone. Unless you're watching The Watcher. Have you seen that on Netflix, Gemini, The Watchers? It's a little bit, it's about a house. And there are people that are constantly looking at this house all the time, like keeping an eye on their neighbours. Like I'm always, fucking hell man, y'all got a nosy snooter up in here, keeping an eye on the neighbours, keeping an eye on this house. Like my eyes always on the house. It could be Lulu. You right, Lulu? Are you keeping an eye on someone? But like, or Linda or Belinda or Lucy or Laura. But like, I'm always keeping an eye on my house or my grandma or my mother. Like I check it on them. I mean, it might be a good thing. I don't know, or a thing or a Steve. But like, I'm always checking up, checking in, checking out, checking you out, looking at you, watching you. Like, fucking hell, man. Have you got a stalker, Gemini? Have you got someone that is equivalently obsessed about keeping an eye on you, Gemini? Because I keep hearing it. Okay. I don't know. It's like if I walk out in the street, I bump into this person and they're watching and they're like, Jesus Christ, bro, are you The Watcher? You might be watching it. Have you seen it? The Watcher on Netflix. It's brilliant. If you haven't, watch it. Okay, it's called The Watcher. But yeah, this it's funny as fuck, bro. It really is funny. But it's just basically about this house where these people are watching every single move that they make when they go out, when they come back. Like, and it's haunted and God knows what else, and like they're just it's a little bit strange. Anyway, Jim Morrison, Jim, Julian, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine. Keep an eye on John, by the way, because in the Cancerian reading, I think he's coming back. But yeah, JDS Tarot, that is. But like, keeping an eye. It might be that where you're just keeping an eye on JDS Tarot, because you're Geminis, right? He's a Gemini. Well, I think he's got Life Path 7 or Cancerian in his chart. And in the Cancerian reading I just did, I got this huge vibe of John, okay, coming back, okay. So, yeah, could relate to you in that way or that manner, but, yeah. Maja, Maina, Maini, Marissa, Maria, have you even seen her? So, you might not have even seen this person before. I don't know. Is it Life Path 4 or Scorpio? Okay, keeping an eye on someone. Cool. Anyway, let's see. Lucy, Lucifer, a Capricorn. Every move you make, every step you take, I'll be watching you. Fucking hell, man. I don't know if you find that creepy or not. I don't know. Or is it a Piscean? Let's see. Does the other person know someone's stalking the shit out of them here? Anyway, let's see. Yes or no? No, no, yes, no, no, yes. Libra. Life Path 2. Alchemy in You. I keep hearing her name. My name. My name is I Am Michael. Let's see. It's probably creepy. Anyway, let's see. Any messages that you want Gemini to be aware of in their environment from Spirit? What is it that you want Gemini to be aware of in their environment, please? Ain't shit. Ancient shit and moo moo. KLF. So, this came up in a couple of readings. Cancerian reading and another reading that I did where it's kind of like, you ain't shit. You ain't got shit. You ain't never got shit. You got nothing but shit to say. You're a shit pot mouth and you ain't shit. Okay, go away because you ain't shit. So, someone doesn't want someone. Whether they're stalking or spying or not, they don't want this person. They don't want them because they're saying, look, you ain't shit. They roll their eyes like, that might be the eye. They just roll their eyes like, sorry, bruv, but you ain't shit. I'm sorry. It's ancient and it's moo moo. Okay? So, it could be Cal, Kelly, Casey, Cece, but you ain't shit. So, sorry to anybody that's cross-watching. You must have really pissed someone off, or they have. But let's see, Gemini, because this is your environment. It could be your mother, your father, your cat, or your dog. It doesn't matter. It could be a Leo. But let's see. Could be an Aquarian. Gemini, for them to be aware of in their environment. Oh, shine, the shining. Your light irritates their demons. Oh, dear. We haven't had that one before. Fucking 4 out now. So shine bright, person, because this person's deterred away from the light. I'm brining, bright, briny, brainy, Brianna, or I'm sunshine. But your light irritates their demons. So it could be a Capricorn. Just being very bright and bubbly and very energetic. This person can't stand it. They don't like it when you're doing good in life, Gemini, when you're doing really well. Okay, so it's kind of like, well, we need to piss on their matches and put out their light. Well, you can't because it's angelic. Angelic karma. Yeah, but like your light irritates their demons. So you might be like, we're working on someone that has possession, which means they are a light worker. They are, they are a, what do you call it? I'm a light being from outer space and I'm working on people, helping them rid all of their demons. Where me, I would be more on the physical level of like, sorry bruv, but look after yourself. You ain't shit and I don't care. You're not taking away my energy, okay? I won't even bother wasting my time, okay? Because you ain't shit. Okay, so let's see. Any messages for Gemini to be aware of, please? So you got crying over you, sad, hurt and upset. I mean, is someone bothered or not bothered? It's up to you whether you're bothered or not. Or a Pisces, but someone's really upset, okay? Because they're... Well, someone has to respond to you ain't shit. And then when you say that, they get upset when you tell them that you ain't shit. So... I don't know. Don't tell the person that they ain't shit. Or tell them. It's up to you. But whichever way around it is, someone's getting really upset here. Okay? Every time you're bubbly and bright and doing the Gemini thing, this person probably tells you that you're no good. Or makes you feel that you're no good. I don't know. But they get very upset when you kind of make this person feel as if they're not a part of your life here. That your time and effort, what you do, are really not seen as helping. Okay. Oh dear, sounds a little bit like me and my mother there. I actually had a feeling for a start there for my mum that's a Gemini. I've actually been getting on with my mother again. It's very difficult energy. You know, guys have heard about me and my mother. I'm a Piscean. That happens to be a Gemini. I don't know. You work things out karmically eventually, right, Geminis? Let's see. Let's see. I think we learnt a lot because it's like, you know, sometimes I don't like being bothered. Like, I just don't like being bothered and I don't like Spanish Inquisitions. I don't like people that force information out of me that I don't want to give. I just don't like that. Okay, I really don't as a person. So I lose attention because I have ADD. So I'm like, oh, I just can't pay attention to that at the minute. I'm tired. I'm bored. You know, I haven't got time. You know, and sometimes it upsets people when you just don't want to intervene. You know, it's just the way it is, Gem. So looking you up, this person really is looking you up and all, Gemini. Oh, researching you, studying you, getting information all up in their business here. Going through their phone, their emails and everything, trying to find out who you are, where you are. You may have ghosted someone and upset someone. But don't forget, you can come through as the Capricorns because we deal in sixes. Okay, it's so true. It really does come through in tarot readings. Okay, the numerology parts of tarot. So it can be Gemini, Capricorn, Life Path 6. But again, you've kind of got this looking you up, studying you, going through your phone, your mobile, maybe trying to find information upon you, upset the fact that you're broke away from this person, that you've told them that they ain't shit. Okay, and that they're basically destroying your demonic self here. And they're kind of like, I'm sorry, but it's too much hassle for me to be involved in all your dynamic demon shit. Okay, could be a lot of like demonic shit, could be like sex magic itself, or just believing in certain things that the other person doesn't, and because of their demonic stuff it just irritates the other person, so they're kind of like, I am not dealing with all of that shit, I'm sorry, but it's none of my business, you do what you want here. Okay, let's see. There's a big Lucy energy here, of a Lucifer energy. Because ain't shit can also mean broke, and I'm fed up with your broke ass constantly wanting money from me. Okay, and it's no good researching me, looking me up to try and tap me up for some money or info. It's kind of like that. Or it could just be, I'm just generally fed up with all of this twin flame, soulmate, psychedelic fucking light shit stuff talk. Like, you know, let's see. I learned that lesson a long time ago, is to stop talking to other people about spiritual stuff. Just literally keep it to my job. Like, you know, apart from that, just keep out of people's way. I normally tell them what I do for a living, and if people are really interested, then I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, tell me more. You know, great. But apart from that, like, if people are kind of like really not, and they're deterring away, I'm like, oh, you know, I'm just like, I won't waste my time. Gemini. Any messages for Gemini to be aware of? Forcer. Oh, someone's forcing their way. It could be a Taurus or a Left Path 5, Sagittarian placement possibly. But forcing their way in. Forces things on you. Forces their way in. Uses force to get their own, get what they want. To get their own way. So again, it's someone that's studying you, keeping a very close eye on everything that you do, and then informs you of all negative stuff, I would say. And I need to look up all of this negative stuff and research negative things, and then I'm going to force you to believe what you don't want to, and irritate you at that point because I know you don't really want to talk. So that when I want to talk, you don't want to talk. Because why? Because I'm tired and rubbing my eyes, and I'm like, oh God, I'm really tired, like, and I'm fed up, and I just want to go to bed, and like I'm frustrated, and I've fucking lost all my energy, or lost all my money because I've been gambling maybe. But like, you know, I'm really fed up, and I'm real frustrated, and I really don't want to talk. It's been a late night, blah, blah, blah. I've just got home, and the last thing I want, Dave, is for you to start asking me questions. And then this person gets upset that you're like, oh God, well, why can't you be more alive? Because you're draining me. That's why. It's because you're draining me. Because I don't want to give you attention. I can't talk if I don't feel like talking. Okay, if I'm bored and I am like a Gemini, which is emotionally intelligent, okay, and I'm really intelligent enough to know that when I don't want to talk, I don't have to. So when I'm tired, that is not the best time to talk to me when I'm tired. If I'm tired, I'm irritated, I've had a fucking hard day at work, bruv, I've done my own thing, and then when I get home, the last thing I want to do is start talking. I don't want to do that, because talking takes up a hell of a lot of energy. So I don't want to do it. I'm tired, okay? This person doesn't like when you're tired and you don't want to talk. They get emotionally upset when you're tired. Okay. Is that really such a bad thing? Okay, but according to this person, it does, because it upsets them when someone doesn't want to talk and they're like, oh, I've been studying the television and I need to tell you all of this information. And you're like, oh, bro, Johnny Five has fucking way too much info for me to have an input in. I don't really want to think about all of that. No, listen, I've been listening to the news and we're going to be invaded by fucking aliens tomorrow. You're like, yeah, it's all right, but fucking, oh, you're not bothered about what I've just been watching on the television then? And you're like, not really, no. Yeah, but you got to be careful of scammers and you got to be careful. You're like, oh, did you not know that we're fucking going to be invaded? And you're like, yeah, possibly, but if that happens, then I'll just wait until it happens, right? I'm just too tired to deal with all of that. Stop researching the fucking television, right? Yeah, but I need to just tell you all of this info. And you're like, I'm sorry. I'm not bothered about it. Just fucking keep it to yourself. Like, if you've got information, tell someone that's interested in that stuff. It's just, I'm not interested in it. I get like that a lot, you know. Some people in my life, they love watching TV. They are addicted to the news, to everything that's bad that is going on in life. I fucking hate it. I don't watch television, right? I don't. I watch Netflix. I watch films, right? They're make-believe and that's it. But when it comes to real-life bollocks that's on the television, I have someone that comes into my life. Listen, have you heard about the fucking... Have you heard that we're going to be having a fucking avalanche of snow tomorrow and that the world is going to end and the fact that the economy is collapsing and the fact that now scammers... And I'm like, yeah, that's been happening for centuries. Yeah, anyway, I'm tired. I'm going to bed. And like, oh, so you're not interested in it? Like, no, I told you. I don't watch television. I don't like negative energy. I don't like it. I don't like it interrupting. I don't want to know the news about what's going around. Don't want to know about it. It interferes with my head and my mind, and I'm trying to remain positive. I do not want to know about all of this bollocks. And what do? They just keep talking to you about it. They keep bringing it up all the time. I just need to inform you. And you're like, listen, informer, okay, I am not a person that likes to deal with everything that shit is going on in life. I don't want to know. Keep it to yourself. But this person doesn't listen. They keep thinking that by doing that is helping when it isn't. It isn't helping. It isn't. So it destroys your energy. Because you end up like going away thinking, oh, I wish they would listen. You're like, sorry, but I don't care. I don't give a shit, right? So then it upsets this person. It sends off this chain where the person starts informing you again by all the research that they've done, more and more and more and more research on a person. Okay, and you're like, look, I don't care what research you've done about me or where I've gone or what I'm doing, or the research that you've done about society. I don't care, Taurus, or Sag, Fives. I don't care about what goes on as a conspiracy. I'm not bothered. Okay, I'm really not bothered. So please stop bothering me, because the subjects that you're talking about are not what I believe in. I don't believe in the same things that you do. We're on different planets. You're on Mars, okay, and I'm on Earth, okay. I have Gemini in Mars. So I'm more intelligent enough to know that I'm not interested in day-to-day things that go on the television. I don't care about all that stuff. I'm more spiritual, open-minded, okay? So when it comes down to facts, I don't believe facts unless I've seen it myself, Felix. So I don't believe it myself, okay? Unless I can see you, Felix, with your one eye, okay, I don't believe you exist, okay? So you can do as much research on Felix, but she won't show her face, because she's not a real person. So be careful about catfishing. Okay, they might not be a real. You may not have even seen this fucking person. Make sure you've seen them, okay, with your physical self, okay. You've seen what they look like. You've seen who they are. Just because they're your soulmate or twin flame doesn't mean that you're supposed to just, do research on this motherfucker, because they might not even be real, you know. One thing that you need to be careful of, one thing that I got myself in, I realised when I was talking to someone once on what do they call that, WhatsApp, this person was hiding all of their info where they were from. Okay, they wouldn't actually show you where they were from. They would tell you where they were from, but they wouldn't let you see where they were from. Okay, so be very careful about people that when you look up their information, they don't have anything on their Facebook or YouTube or anything like that to tell you who they really are, because you could think, oh, okay, I need to find out who this person is and Google them, okay, and there's no signs, and the only thing you do is you come up against a Facebook, and their Facebook is closed, which means that they don't have any info on their Facebook whatsoever, but you are talking to them, okay? That's going to come up as weird. Why? Because one, it means that you've been running and hiding from something, and if you've been running and hiding from something and you're that bothered, then I don't think I want to get involved with you, because why would you want to be so copacetic of hiding everything about yourself? Why would I want to engage and talk to someone that's on the run? Because you obviously are, because you're hiding everything, and I can't research any information about you. So if you are doing that and I am engaged and talking to you in that manner, then I'm going to have to back away, because it's coming across that something in your life is what I don't really want to be involved in. So block, okay? Because it could be someone that's trying to force their way in to something that is also online. So be very careful. Like, you know, I'm forcing my way in to find out who you are, and I don't want you to know who I am. But if I am Michael and I'm trying to force my way into really who you are behind the scenes, then that's not a great mixture of any kind of scenario that either of you want to be in, really. Because there could be a lot of conspiracy there of actually not knowing who each other is. So you could be a decent person and you've met someone and they do a lot of research to try and find out, or you do as a decent person, who this person is, but it's all closed down and copacetic, okay? So you're like, I don't know enough about you to be able to just be indulging in large conversations about anything, because I don't know who you are, what you do for a living. I don't know anything about you whatsoever. And you're not proving that you are someone, so really you're not shit, okay? So I can't get involved in all that sort of stuff, because it's too dangerous, okay? I think that some of that could be messages for you guys to maybe be aware of there. And it could be Felix. Fear flexing, fake flexing, okay? So just be aware, just be careful. And there you go, that's what you've got. And if you want to join in the rest of your reading, where it'll be another reading of that, but it will be clarified, telling you of the numerology, the placements and who they are, and the turn-ups and all the other stuff to be aware of throughout the whole week, okay, then we do these, okay, and then I clarify these kind of questions and answers and clarify that turn-up, and if the reading matches, and if it's coming up as a different one, and your love life and work life and park life and everything else, all of those messages are over on Patreon, but you will need the silver or the gold tier. The gold tier just has all the past teaching videos, and anything else that I ever have goes on the gold tier, but it's up to you guys. Silver or gold is what you will need. All links are provided below, and of all the other channels that I run also, okay? Also the half price in tarot readings, personal tarot readings. If you want to take advantage of those between now and Christmas, you need to get in contact with me on the email provided below before Christmas. Okay? All right, guys. Thank you very much, Gemini. I'll see you soon.